Hello bachon, let's look into this question. In this question we are told that if x multiplied by x square minus 16x plus 65 is greater than 50 and x square minus 10x plus 36 is less than equals to 20, then find the values that x can assume and the value of pi to be taken, and this condition is 3.14. Typically जब इस तरह कुछ लिखा होगा कि पाई का वैल्यू 3.14 है, एक बार ऑप्शंस देख लेते हैं. ऑप्शंस में x का जो वैल्यू है वो पाई के फॉर्म में दिया हुआ है, पाई रूट 3, पाई बाई रूट 3, पाई स्क्वायर. तो टिपिकली मतलब इसको निकालना पड़ेगा, रेंज देखना पड़ेगा. लेट्स ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड दिस. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ वी विल वर्क विद दिस इक्वेशंस. लेट्स राइट इट डाउन. x multiplied by x square minus 16x plus 65 greater than 50. Now see, there are multiple ways of factorizing this. In this one I am just going to use some trial and error to see if I can get a value. Okay, first thing first, I will transpose the 50 to the LHS of this inequality. So what exactly will that be? And then I'll distribute x throughout the first part of the LHS. Okay, so let me write that simultaneously. So I can write x cube minus 16x square plus 65x minus 50 greater than equals to 0. Now at this point what I can do is basically I can split the 16x square term. So I can write it like x square my x cube minus 6x square plus 5x minus 10x square plus 60x minus 50, that is greater than equals to 0. The reason for me splitting the terms is that it will be easier for me to factorize them easily. So the first part can be very easily written as x square minus 6x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 10, that is greater than 0. Alright, now this is a very interesting idea that we just need two numbers, the product of which has to be 5 and the summation of which has to be minus 6. So it has to be minus 5 and minus 1. So the first part can be very easily factorized, minus 1 minus 5, and the next part is given itself as x minus 10 equals to 0. Now if I have to probably make a diagrammatic representation to show where exactly will I find, so let me write them in order. So 1, 5 and 10, plus minus, this is the scheme that we follow, and typically we are looking at the values which are more than 0, or in these are the two ranges. So x can lie between 1 to 5 and more, greater than 10. Now this is just one part of the equation, because we already have another expression that we need to take care of. So what I will do is I will probably write the expression somewhere. So let me write it over here, that the factorized form for this one is x minus 1, x minus 5 and x minus 10 greater than 0. Okay, this is just for the first part. We will have to calculate the similar situation for the next part. Now let's do that quickly. Okay, just a second. Yeah, now for the next part what I am getting is I'm looking at this expression, x square minus 10x plus 36 less than equals to 20. First thing first, you will transpose 20 to the LHS, making this as x square minus 10x plus 16. This is 10x less than equals to 0. Now this typically again is a quadratic that can be very easily factorized. We need just two numbers, the product of which is 16, sum of which is 10, and those two numbers can be x minus 2 and x minus 8. Hope that makes sense. Less than equals to 0. Now if I have to visualize them in the number line, I can possibly write it like this. So plus minus plus. Now one interesting thing, what we are supposed to calculate in this one is the negative region. Okay, so this region. Now please understand, x can take any values in this range, but not 2. So it will not be available, because if you substitute x equals to for this expression, you will get this as 0. So we'll have to be careful with this one. So let me write that also down. So the factorized form for this one can be written as x minus 2 multiplied by x minus 8, which is less than equals to 0. All right, now we just have to combine the two expression and try and understand in which range we will get them. Okay, so when we combine the two equations, we will have to be a little bit careful. Algebraically, if I were to write, I can write that, x can lie from, x can be greater than equal to 2 and less than 5. So this is a condition that I can possibly write for this particular expression. All right, now what all values, think about it, what all values can the x take in that? The only value that satisfy in this range, because we are supposed to just look into this range from 2 to 5. Okay, so this is the range that we are supposed to look at, because we are combining the two expressions. Okay, so in this range, the only possible value that satisfies 3.14 or pi. So typically our answer should reflect 3.14. Now we'll just have to go back to the options and see which one that gives us. So option number A pretty much gives us the answer. So that has to be the answer to this question. Thank you.